I want to appreciate the fact that we are starting a new narrative, a narrative of thinking all system. If you look at the way we are here today, this is not the usual dialogue that we have as civil society and maybe government. The unique thing about this dialogue today is that we are thinking all system. So if we are talking about food safety, food cannot be safe without all actors working together. And I want to appreciate that here we have the enablers, we call them the enablers, government. Government is very well represented, and uniquely today we have the Ministry of Health. We want to appreciate you for joining this conversation. We have the producers, the farmers, okay? They produce the food, but like Betty said, if the food that is produced is not safe, then it's something else. We shall know. We have one consumer here, Henry. He's the only one who identified himself as a consumer. So we have consumers. So we have a conversation that also has consumers. We have processors. We had somebody who mentioned from Kapuka, who has their millers. So people who process, who add value, all contribute to the food that we want to ensure. We have researchers, Dr. Lupots and team. We have economic policy research, because the enabling environment is informed by the people who do the modeling, that we can't have this food because it's not economical to produce it, or we go mass production in order to address issues of hunger. So the modelers, the economists, are very critical, and I also appreciate that we have them here. We have civil society, we have media, and I think one of the things, the best thing that can come out of this conversation is for us to reflect and see, do we have everyone here along the continent that we need to have to ensure that the food we eat is safe? Last night I was thinking, we have had all these conversations, and I always buy my food, my fresh fruit from Nakasero. At what point in time do we bring these people on table? Because if you are talking about food that is safe, they are part of the system. But at what point in time do we bring them on table? So we need to reflect. I know Monsignor is here. The church, because we have food terrorists, we have people who intentionally contaminate food because they want quick returns, okay? And I always prefer to call them food terrorists. What can the church do in terms of mind change state? So probably we need to take the conversation to the pulpit. So if we are talking about all systems, I want all of us to reflect today. Who are the other people that we want to bring on board? We know that for people in Africa, food is also culture in nature. So at what point in time do the cultural leaders be part of this conversation if we really want to have an all systems approach? If we want to ensure that the safety of the food is not just looked at production. Now we are going to talk about the preparation, and I hope that the good doctor will also talk about the eating, because also the eating can affect the safety of the food beyond the preparation. So we need to have that conversation, and also my expectation is that when we end here, we have also highlighted those additional people that we actually need to bring into that next conversation.